welcome to another episode of Figure Out Films. I'm your host, Chris, as always, and today we are doing an unboxing of one of my most anticipated 4K sets of this year. As soon as it was announced, I knew I had to get this. This is even more maybe exciting than the Arrow Video Store box set because I love all these movies that have come out. I've covered them before on the podcast, which is inside the sequel, which you can check on Apple Podcasts. You can check it on Spotify. You can check it out at InsideTheSequel.com and links down in the description. So I highly recommend you check those out to hear my opinions on those movies. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Comment down below what are some of your favorite movies. I love to talk to new people who are new to this channel. And if you're returning, once again, thank you so much for tuning back in and supporting this channel. I really do appreciate it. There's some of the awesome people. Let's get that subscriber count going. Let's go ahead and support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to look at the special message in the comments in the description. So don't forget to hashtag that in the. Just go ahead and take a look. There's a little gift there for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in on what I got today. Today is from Arrow Video, and that is the new Psycho box set on 4K. First time ever. Now this is region, not technically region locked because when you buy 4Ks they're not, which means you can play them anywhere on any device. But you buy them only through the Arrow UK website. But I did order it through diabolicdvd.com, which I'll put a link down in the description so you can go ahead and check that out if it's still available. I got this over the weekend and I finally got a chance to unbox it. So I'm going to show you my thoughts, my reactions to this, and maybe even talk about the franchise just a little bit before the October season. So let's go. Anyway, it came in a nice double pack. This is the first time I've ever ordered through Diabolic DVD, so I got to give them a lot of credit for this. They really did an awesome job. The pre-order was actually cheaper than on the Arrow Video website because, again, this is an import. Technically, this came from the UK. But Diabolic DVD really did take care of me when it came to that. I did go ahead and cut the part in so I can go ahead and talk about it. Let's see if I can get this open. Wow, this thing is actually heavier than I thought it was. Holy crap. Here it is, everyone. This is the new 4K box set of the Psycho franchise. Now, to get the Psycho movies, which is a horror franchise, the original coming from Alfred Hitchcock, and then the subsequent sequels that came after, there's 4 of them, are just, well, Psycho is one of the best horror movies arguably ever made. It mixes in very well-made filmmaking and also early horror of the time. 1960, I believe, is when the first Psycho came out. And if you haven't seen Psycho, Norman Bates, played by Anthony Perkins, his iconic role here, has one of the most iconic shots ever in film. And its sequels honestly build on the mythology of Norman Bates and the Bates Motel and kind of the character through time. And I highly do recommend you do watch them. They're pretty easy to stream for the most part, and to watch them on physical disc, there was a standard Blu-ray box set you could get of this. And honestly, it was kind of ugly, and I didn't want to own the Psycho franchise, especially just the first Psycho, in that ugly kind of set. But it was pretty inexpensive on Blu-ray. And then Scream Factory had put these out individually as well, and they were relatively inexpensive. They're about like $12 to $15 a piece. But again, also on Blu-ray. And then eventually, they did an Alfred Hitchcock like box set of 4K movies, and you could get Psycho through that as well. So that was the first time we saw Psycho in a 4K set. But then, what about the sequels? What about those? Because to me, Psycho 2 and 3 are awesome. I really think they are worthy of being in there. Psycho 4, the beginning, is a little bit different. I'm glad they didn't include Psycho the remake. Not a fan of that one. But honestly, 1 through 4 is pretty good. So I highly recommend, if you're remotely interested in the Psycho franchise, I would pick this up. This box set is big. This thing is bulky. And it's through Arrow Video. And it's on 4K for the first time for all of them. So I really do recommend you can splash a little for this. Let's go ahead and chop this up. Now, this is the limited edition set. So I'm going to assume, like most Arrow sets, they're going to put these out either individually to pick up or on a skinny box where you don't get the little booklet, which you can see here. And you won't get all individual cases. You'll probably get like 2 cases in a smaller box set, so you have to like decide which artwork you want on there. Like I said, if you're remotely interested in the first Psycho movie, this box set, I would tell you, I'm co-signing. These movies are worth watching. They're really good. You can watch them on Tubi. You can stream them on Amazon Prime. But here's the thing. It comes with this awesome slip box, okay? Like this lenticular almost. It's this clear plastic, which I think is the first time Arrow Video has ever done that, which I have to applaud. This is a step in the right direction. They should be doing this with all their limited edition box sets, even when they have the cases, because they usually write them on the hardcover boxes, and it kind of ruins it. Or they do the little paper that most people just throw away. I like looking at the description. I like looking at the little details. So just to kind of cover this a little bit, it has a shit ton of extra features for every single movie. You get commentary with screenwriter Tom Holland of Fright Night fame in Psycho 2. In Psycho 3, I'm just kind of highlighting a few things on there. You get a lot of new interviews with a lot of the actors. You get really great commentary. Some of these are even new. Here's the big thing. So it is an Ultra HD Blu-ray, so it's a 4K disc. Comes with the Dolby Audio and DTS audio. I'm assuming the Dolby Audio is for the first Psycho movie. And then you get the DTSX audio with that. If you don't know anything about audio, Dolby Atmos is going to be like when you go to AMC theaters and it's not the IMAX showing, but it has the audio that's like IMAX where it's just booming and it's coming. It's wonderful stuff. If you have Apple Music, a lot of times they have spatial audio with Dolby audio as well, or the Dolby Atmos audio. So I gotta applaud that here. And DTS X is awesome. So these things are gonna sound awesome. Again, I love this transparent case. This should be the new standard now, because this is what you used to get. You'd get the awesome cover, which is this iconic shower curtain killing scene. I love that, but it's blank, which means this is part of it if you want it. And on the side you get the description. It's not embossed, but you get the description of all you're getting, and then a wonderful image of the Bates house from the Bates Motel. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up one by one. They're pretty packed tight in there. This is a heavy book. That is cool. When you open it up, it goes into the character study of Norman Bates. I think that's awesome. It kind of talks about just the aura that is Psycho. It looks like you also get linear notes, production notes with images of every single movie. I'm actually excited with that because I thought it was going to contain a lot of things from Psycho. Because if it's a Psycho box set, the emphasis is on the first movie because it's so iconic. But finally, these Psycho movies are getting so much love. And I love here... Wow, okay, hold on. I love here how you get individual boxes and they're black cases to kind of signify that 4K. I kind of wish they were clear, but based on the color scheme here, the black kind of matches well with it. So here's the first Psycho box set. Creepy, but gorgeous. I love this. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, you get... little cards of the actors. There's Norman Bates, and in the back it's embossed with the little Psycho of the front cover. So that is awesome. Again, this doesn't include the Blu-ray. It's only on 4K. So if you don't have a 4K player, unfortunately you'd be out of luck with this. Oh my God, no way. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You get an awesome poster of the original Psycho. They do this with a lot of limited editions. They did it with the Arrow videos, the Video Empire Screams box set. Now they're doing it with this. That is awesome. And the original Psycho is, look at this. This is great. And on the back, you get the Arrow production of that. Okay, this was under $100. This is worth this is the value right here. This is great. Wow. Okay, I'm already seeing a lot of value here. And there is, and for the younger audience, because I know they're there, there's a woman with a bra But you know, it's part of the story. It's part of the plot. If I go ahead and flip this over, again, this is a beautiful cover. But if I want to flip it over, wow, you get the original kind of like theatrical poster of Psycho in this color scheme too. Oh man, that's gonna be tough to decide because this is really chilling. This is really cool. But having the original poster as a slipcover, it might be worth it. Man, this might be my favorite box set of the year, honestly. This is gorgeous. Yeah, I like the black case on there. Normally, I don't, which is the problem with upgrading to 4K a lot of times. The blue case is just it's just a staple in its uniform. It looks great. The black cases kind of look off, so I usually prefer a clear case. But in the color scheme, and we're talking about Psycho, it works really well. Let's go with Psycho 2, which is my personal favorite in the franchise. Yeah, I like how it's blue now. They all contrast just a little different, but 2 in blue with this amazing cover with Norman in the house and his mother in the back. Oh man, let's open this up. Okay. You get more art cards from the movie. And again, I love how they include the back of the poster that's commissioned from Arrow Video. Let's open this up now. I love this. You get a poster for all of them. These things are going to look amazing next to each other. I honestly don't know which one I like more. Let's look at the poster. Psycho 2, it's 22 years later, Norman Bates is coming home. And it comes with like the little description of starring and directing. It is a little blurry, unfortunately, but that's okay. This is great. This is awesome. I love this. I'm sure you can tell this is my first reaction. I'm literally just opening this now, and I am so excited to start watching this, especially with October coming in a week. This is amazing. I can't wait to start programming this. It comes with the Dolby Audio on this one. This one has Dolby Audio and the DTS as well. That's really nice to see. My only criticism is, if you can see that, it looks blurry. And it's not just because the camera is not focused on it, but it does look a little blurry here. I don't know why that is. I might have to dock it just a little because that's a little bit of a bummer, but it is a little blurry. Now, you're going to have to subscribe to the channel, and you also have to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok so you can see which covers I decided to go with, because I honestly can't decide right now. So we had red for the first, blue for the second. We have a really scary orange on this one. And Psycho 3, if you haven't seen it, Psycho 3 is definitely the more slasher of the movies. It has a very interesting opening with a covenant of nuns and a suicide. But yeah, here we go. Tell me that isn't scary. That is so chilling. This movie is definitely a slasher, but it's not this scary. This thing is terrifying. If this image was like looking at me at night, I would be so scared. Oh my God. Okay, so maybe they all do have Dolby Audio as well. That's awesome. Okay. Psycho 3. I love Anthony Perkins, and he gives so much heart and soul to this franchise. Coming for every single one as Norman Bates. Look at him just looking crazy here. I love that. Once again, more production cards. You get 3 on each one. Nothing too crazy. If you haven't seen the movie, you won't understand them. But as someone who's a fan of this franchise, I really do appreciate it. These are, I will say, when you're opening these up, these are pretty sensitive in their fold. Like, I feel like they could tear pretty easily. Yeah, that's scary. This movie, that's more terrifying. Jeez. This one's not as blurry in the image. But again, with the starring, that is a little blurry. But the image itself this time isn't. So that's nice. And finally, let's go ahead and go with Psycho 4, The Beginning. This one is more of like a TV movie, which is fine. You know, it serves its purpose. I think from this entire box set, this is my least favorite, but it's still an enjoyable movie. And this one is in yellow. I don't like how the color schemes are so close to the red. So you get red, blue, orange, and yellow. I prefer maybe like a like a green and like a purple, you know, just to kind of change it up just a little bit, because they do look in color scheme a little similar. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm very happy for these, but I'm just saying. Wow. So this one you get two different versions. Like I said, this is a TV movie. So you get the 4K of the film here, and then the next one you get in the TV aspect ratio, which is awesome because this is probably scanned and put out in a different aspect ratio to make it probably fit your TV. And then the TV aspect probably is cut like a 4:3. I'm going to assume, and this one's maybe 16:9. Yeah, the aspect ratios are actually different. 1:78, 1:33, 1. Okay, so that's a little different, but that's awesome. I'm glad that they throw that in. It's really hard sometimes to get movies secondhand like this because sometimes they're missing a certain version, or it's the first time ever released and they're both in 4K. Yeah, the TV aspect version is in 4K as well. Once again, kind of chilling, but still very cool. You know, I'm not complaining. And then this one's just no casting notes under here, just the straight up poster picture. Again, this was a TV movie. But yeah, I do like the inclusion of all four. It's gonna be a bitch to decide which one I want to hang up for all four. I also don't have the room for all of them, but we'll make it work. Also, no note cards on this one, maybe because it was also a TV movie. What did you think of this box set? And you can see there's all the production. What do you think of this? What are your first impressions? Would you buy this? Is this worth it? If you had the Screen Factories, would you sell those or replace them with these 4Ks? I totally would. This is amazing. I can't wait to start watching these in 4K. I'm so excited for this. What were your thoughts? Did I do a good job of covering those? Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen any of the Psycho movies. What are your thoughts on them? At first, when I watched Psycho, I was not the biggest fan of it. And then I rewatched it as an adult. You know, I knew movies a little bit more, and it paid off for me. So I very much enjoy the Psycho franchise now. It's one of my favorites. What are your thoughts on this down below? What are your thoughts with Psycho in general? Let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider letting me be your action figure and physical media guru, your guide while you go through this awesome world of just movies. So yeah, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with this with your friends. Don't forget to check out the TikTok channel where we do some short videos that don't get uploaded to the YouTube channel, so you're making sure you're kind of caught up with everything that's going on. Check us out on Twitter and on Instagram as well. But yeah, this is the new Arrow box set 4K for Psycho. This thing looks amazing. This is a 5 out of 5. One of the best box sets I think I own. This is up there with like Gamera and the Godzilla box sets. This thing's beautiful. So definitely recommend you pick this up if you can. Hopefully the availability is still there because this is the limited edition set. So yeah, I would co-sign on this. But other than that, thank you for tuning in for another episode. My name's Chris here at Figure Out Films. And remember, if you aren't watching the Psycho franchise in the spooky season of October, do you really care about cinema? Other than that, I'll see you next time.